Hello, welcome to The Secret Mind. Today I'm going to do a little written piece. So yesterday I was thinking about fame briefly, something which I think I have a mild distaste of sometimes. So I thought I'd write a bit about it. I used to write a blog and I used to give myself permission for not having things perfect. This isn't a perfect piece, I'm not really happy with it, but I think there's going to be times when I put these sort of commentaries into this YouTube channel, and I think they should be written and read as opposed to just sort of ranted live, so they're a little bit more formed, even if they're not quite perfectly finished, ready for total publication, and spoken rather than read. Of course, when I wrote a blog, it was something to be read or largely not, but I think there's a lot to be said for it being spoken in the voice of the person who's written something. You know, and that goes for so many things, not just audio books, comedians doing their original sketches, somebody else doing versions of them. It just never seems quite so good. There's something about the melody of words that works better if it's come from the person who's chosen those words. So, those disclaimers aside, I'm going to do that here, and I think I'm going to call it a strand that I might need to drop other things into, and the name I've got in my head at the moment is the Byline. I don't really know what a byline is, but it's something in newspapers where there's a bit of commentary. So I'm going to do that now and just read this out, and that will be that strand. So that way there we go. So here it is. So I've called it Enough Fame, and it won't take long to get through. Do you think you want to be famous? Perhaps famous enough to propel your message, be heard, even if you have no desire to be seen. But famous? Do you want people watching your every move, waiting on your every gesture, interpreting your every comment? Is what you have to say really that valuable? Are you really the best person to be saying it? Why is your opinion of any notable value? Maybe you used to play professional football. So you're talking about football, right? Or you used to be on a soap opera. And so you're used to putting the world to rights. And when I talk about notable value, I'll celebrate your independence with you, but of course I mean using its influence, your influence, over millions of followers. What's democratic? What is democratic about that sort of control? Or perhaps you think that's exactly what democracy is. Bless. No, fame as a means to an end, yes. To sell your music, to promote your writing, to raise money for charity, I get that. But as an end in itself, most definitely not. Take politics. There's no entry fee to being a politician, other than on your soul, perhaps. You may think of them as people whose soul has a sold sign stamped on them in that familiar blood red. Almost no entry fee then. But if you've been in that soap opera, that's considered a distinct advantage nowadays. And if you can act despite that, all the better. Find a certain type of people. Set your loyalties to a party you think is most likely to take you on. Don't worry about changing your mind, even if you need to sacrifice a party line that's the size of a doomsday book. You can always swallow another one whole. Simply walk across to the other side of the chamber. Simply betray everybody who voted for you. It's easy. Yes, well, perhaps those people should be well known, so we can see them coming, call them out, wave them off. Katie Price was on the television yesterday. Someone who has courted fame in every possible way. Not for contribution to society, but to collect money. She talks of becoming a paramedic or training as a nurse, so she can help people. I'm sceptical. So she can get a TV crew to follow her around to give her another story to sell. Perhaps. I don't dislike Katie Price. But fame? At any cost? No. I don't think so. See you tomorrow.